Up next, we are pleased to have Ms. LIM Shin Yi, Senior Assistant Director at the Ecosystem Development Division of the Cybersecurity Agency of Singapore, to present you with her presentation on taking the next step. Over to you, Ms. Lim.
Hi, thank you. Hello, good morning. I'm Shin Yi from CSA, and I'm part of the organizing team for this symposium. So first of all, thank you for joining us these 2 days, and I hope you have acquired useful knowledge about cybersecurity and also expanded your network in cybersecurity. Over the last 2 days, various industry leaders and practitioners from both the private and public sectors provided insights on the cybersecurity industry landscape and also the different types of cybersecurity career pathways. 3 students also shared about their inspiring stories on how they embark on their cybersecurity journeys. Before we go into the breakout chat rooms later, we would like to provide an overview on the various initiatives that are available for the individuals, from students to mid-careerists, to embark on their cybersecurity journeys. We would also like to share the initiatives that help existing cybersecurity professionals to deepen their technical and leadership skills. We hope this will give you a more holistic view on the opportunities for one to embark, as well as how one could continue their cybersecurity career journey, which you could actually provide a better career guidance to your students. In the next slide, our initiatives actually address 4 key demographics, stretching from pre-tertiary students to fresh and experienced professionals. On pre-tertiary students, we believe that it is important to reach out to them early to excite them on the opportunities of a cybersecurity career before they get attracted by the more lucrative professions such as property, banking, and finance. During these formative years, we will identify talent and channel them to the cybersecurity competitions or to pursue a cybersecurity education. For tertiary students, it is important to ensure that the curriculum remains relevant to industry needs and, wherever possible, deploy talented tertiary students to perform cybersecurity roles for their national service. For fresh professionals, the emphasis will be to bridge their competency gaps and make sure they hit the ground running after being employed. We also encourage them to upgrade themselves through internationally recognized courses and certifications. And for mid-career professionals, we look to tap on their experiences in related disciplines and convert them for cybersecurity roles. For those already in the profession, they need to continue to deepen their skills. The next few slides will provide more information on the initiatives that address these demographic groups. As part of Singapore's efforts to build the cybersecurity talent pipeline, CSA has brought together various industry partners, such as other government agencies, private organizations, communities, and academia, to develop programs under the national initiative SG Cyber Talent. SG Cyber Talent aims to nurture talented cybersecurity enthusiasts from a young age and to help the cybersecurity professionals to deepen their skills. Our target is actually to reach out to at least 20,000 individuals over the next 3 years. Since the inception of CSA, the key focus of our work is on professional conversion and development program for both the private and public sector, which you can see in the middle of this picture. So in the dark blue and orange zone. We've also developed targeted initiatives for whole of government, such as developing intermediate to advanced training programs for whole of government and critical information infrastructure sectors under our CSA Academy. Our cybersecurity manpower development plans have since expanded to have a more holistic approach in terms of our interventions. So earlier this year, we introduced SG Cyber Leaders to nurture current and next generation leaders in cybersecurity, as you can see in the black color part in this group picture. With the aim to grow cybersecurity talent pipeline, we move upstream to pre-tertiary to engage the students early, as young as secondary 1, to facilitate their entry into the industry through SG Cyber Youth. So earlier this year, we also launched the SG Cyber Olympiads for the next phase of SG Cyber Youth. SG Cyber Olympiads aims to identify and train a group of talented youth. In addition to SG Cyber Youth, we also introduced SG Cyber Women to attract a diverse local talent pool from the pre-tertiary level to consider cybersecurity as a future career. As you can see on the far right, SG Cyber Educators is another key initiative under our talent attraction efforts, and this symposium is part of this initiative. Next, let's go into the details of more details on these programs. The SG Cyber Youth is a national program that's designed to guide youths in their cybersecurity journey. Led by CSA, in collaboration with partners from the cybersecurity industry and academia, the program aims to move upstream to the pre-tertiary to excite and guide students from as young as those in secondary schools towards a future career on cybersecurity. SG Cyber Youth provides these students with opportunities to explore cybersecurity as a career and for them to gain exposure to relevant technical knowledge and soft skills through training bootcamps, competitions, learning journeys, and career mentoring. These activities will provide the students with immersive experience, career guidance, and also skills development in cybersecurity. In the next slide, we can see some of these activities under the SG Cyber Youth Program. The Youth Cyber Exploration Program, YCEP, is a cybersecurity bootcamp that's specially designed for students to learn fundamental cybersecurity concepts through training by academia and also industry partners with hands-on lab sessions. To date, over 700 secondary school students have been trained by all the 5 polytechnics and also community partners such as Cyber Youth Singapore. This year, we also see an increase in girls taking part in these bootcamps. So while I'm sharing on these opportunities in this presentation, actually there's an ongoing YSEP bootcamp that's happening at RP, Republic Poly. And in the next month, there will be also a series of bootcamps. There will be a YSEP bootcamps that will be providing for the students. And the top YSEP participants for the various bootcamps will also be invited to the annual YSEP Capture the Flag CTF competition at the end of this year to pit their skills against one another. And we also have developed this cybersecurity career mentoring program, which is co-organized with Singapore Computer Society to provide a platform for students and also young cybersecurity professionals to gain valuable insights into the industry and also support from experienced cybersecurity leaders and industry experts. CSA and the community partners have also been actively reaching out to the schools through the school talks to share about cybersecurity as a profession with students. And we do see that there's actually an increasing request by the schools for CSA and industry practitioners to share about cybersecurity. Next, SG Cyber Olympians actually aims to nurture a pool of young Singaporeans with exceptional cybersecurity talent to support Singapore's expanding cybersecurity hub. CSA will work with the cybersecurity community and educators like ourselves to identify top young talents and train them in advanced cybersecurity skills. The program will also provide opportunities for these young talents to take part in cyber sparring, mentorship, customized training, and overseas competition. Next slide, please. This year, as you all know, we've introduced the SG Cyber Educators program with the objective to grow a passionate pool of secondary, tertiary school students, tertiary school teachers, and education and career guidance counselors to be familiar with the cybersecurity industry and its career prospects. We hope educators like you could then interest and guide your students to make cybersecurity a choice for their education and career. This program also aims to bridge the training gap between academia and the industry and help to produce more cybersecurity graduates who are industry ready. This is part of our CSA's efforts to reinforce the cybersecurity talent pipeline under the SG Cyber Talent Initiative. So one of the key initiatives under the SG Cyber Educators is actually this symposium. And we really hope that you have enjoyed over the last 2 days. And just a recap on the themes of this symposium: excite, empower, and engage. First, under excite, it is actually to equip educators like you with knowledge about cybersecurity landscape and career outlook. Second, we hope to empower you through learning about the trends, developments, and best practices on cybersecurity education for educators to stay current in this field. And last, engage. It is actually to build a network of of educators, training providers, and also cybersecurity practitioners to connect and plug into the cybersecurity ecosystem. Another initiative under the SG Cyber Educators is the Cybersecurity Insight series. It comprises of quarterly information sharing sessions by CSA or the industry partners with the aim to provide educators like yourself with insights to specific cybersecurity trends and career opportunities. So please do join us in our next session. In the next slide is about SG Cyber Women. The objective is actually to attract a diverse local talent pool through partnering with our professional associations and also non-profit organizations to encourage girls to pursue tertiary education in cybersecurity and also to inspire women to take on cybersecurity roles. Since the launch of the SG Cyber Women in last year, September, there have been active participation from females from as young as pre-tertiary to cybersecurity leaders and practitioners. One of the key initiatives is the Ladies in Cyber Mentorship Program that will pair industry mentors with students from institutes of higher learning through one-to-one mentoring, company visits, and attachment opportunities for the students. In September this year, we launched the SG Cyber Women X series as part of efforts to celebrate and promote women in cybersecurity. CSA brought together various local and international partners to organize a series of virtual events on cybersecurity, career talks, and even a CTF focused competition. We concluded the series with a Women in Cyber event in CSA's flagship event, Singapore International Cyber Week, SICW, which was held virtually last month. The Women in Cyber event was co-organized with High Commission of Canada and also the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands and featured international women cybersecurity leaders on their career experiences. Like I shared in the next slide, like I shared earlier, this year we have launched the SG Cyber Leaders Program that aims to strengthen the knowledge, leadership, and also networks of Singapore's current and upcoming generation of cybersecurity leaders so that they can more effectively lead and advance the cybersecurity function in their organizations. The program will provide building communities of practice, training for leadership roles in areas such as cybersecurity policy and strategy, effective cyber crisis management, and has also provide opportunities for exposure to global best practices and technologies. In the next slide, to develop the cybersecurity professionals through deepening their skills, CSA also works closely with other government agencies like the Infocom and Media Development Authority, Skills Future Singapore, and also Workforce Singapore for various professional development programs. For fresh grads or mid-careeries who are just beginning to embark in a cybersecurity career, we have the Cybersecurity Associates and Technologies Program, pronounced as CSAT in short, under the Tech Skills Accelerator Initiative. CSAT is a program which CSA developed with IMDA and supports hiring and training for both young and mid-career cybersecurity professionals into cybersecurity roles through on-the-job training and local and overseas attachment that are identified by these private organizations whose role is a training partner for CSAT. And there's also a Tech Immersion and Placement Program, TIPP. TIPP comprises of immersive bootcamps, which will train and convert individuals with no prior job experience in cybersecurity into industry-ready professionals to take on entry-level cybersecurity job roles. One of our local training partners, NTUC Learning Hub and Cybean, just launched the first cybersecurity bootcamp under TIPP, with the aim to place candidates into entry-level cybersecurity job roles such as security executive and associate security analysts and engineers. And we also have this Critical Information Infocom Technology Resource Program Plus, CTRAP Plus in short. It's a program that supports the workforce in keeping pace with technology shifts through the continuous training and proactive training of technical skill sets in order to remain relevant and productive. CSA works with IMDA to identify training providers to develop and offer quality courses and professional certifications that impart knowledge and relevant skills. Next slide, please. This year, CSA has also launched the Cybersecurity Development Program, CSDP in short, that will provide fresh graduates and mid-careerists with industry-focused training over 18, which is an 18 months program. These trainees will acquire skills such as penetration testing, digital forensics, ethical hacking, and cybersecurity incident response through classroom training, as well as also attachments with the technical and operational divisions in the government to gain experience working on cybersecurity projects and hands-on experience in areas such as the national cyber threat monitoring and incident response to protect Singapore's cyberspace. For more, next slide, please. For more information on the programs which I just shared, please visit this website for more details. We shall be hosting 2 breakout chat rooms later. In room 1, the discussion will be on SG Cyber Youth, including SG Cyber Olympiads. If you would like to understand the initiatives for your students, please do join this room. And in room 2, we will be discussing on the best practices of cybersecurity education in institutes of higher learning. For those educators teaching cybersecurity now, please do join us in this room. Before we move into the breakout chat rooms, we've invited our colleague, Martin, who will be sharing on his cybersecurity journey. Martin is a consultant with CSA Cybersecurity Program Center and has been CSA over the last year. He joined CSA as a fresh graduate and is the first cohort to go through our Cybersecurity Development Program, CSDP, which I shared earlier just now. Apart from his usual work, his interest lies in bug bounty hunting and striving for knowledge. As you can see from this slide, Martin has already attained a few industry certifications. I shall hand over to Martin to share more about himself. Over to you, Martin.
Hi, thank you, Shin Yi. Good morning, everybody. My name is Martin, and today I'll be sharing some insights on my cybersecurity career through the eyes of a fresh grad, as well as to share about my journey in the cybersecurity development program in CSA. Next slide, please.
Show your video.
Next slide, please. Before I jump into the details, let me share a little bit more about myself. So what do I do? I have been working with CSA for over a year after graduating from SMU. I'm currently a consultant in CSA's Cybersecurity Program Center, and a large portion of my work lies in conducting risk assessments for government projects, as well as evaluating systems to provide security requirements and recommendations to mitigate risk. So in simpler words, my job helps in enabling the public sector to digitalize in a safe, secure manner. So how did I end up here? So for a start, I studied information systems in SMU and was down the path to be a software engineer like many of my peers. And I honestly have never thought that I would end up in cybersecurity. So however, during one of my internships in the last year of my studies, I was exposed to cybersecurity, which opened me up to the idea of this as a career. So at first, I was rather unsure about this industry, but after some valuable advice from a few professors in my universities who have had many years of experience in the IT industry, that I decided to take the route down this path. I first also started doing bug bounty hunting in my free time and researching and diving into the technical aspects as a learning process. But not only did this increase my knowledge of cybersecurity, but the community and the friends that I've made, and as well as the thrill of finding the bugs, made this more of an enjoyment and a hobby as well. Next slide, please. So why did I choose cybersecurity as a first career? So as a fresh grad, the learning curve was rather steep and daunting. And adding on to that, the cybersecurity domains are very wide and diverse, which cannot be learned well in classrooms. But I found the challenge to be a calling, which also sparked my interest and passion in the kind of work that I do. So for example, finding solutions to difficult technical problems daily is extremely meaningful and satisfying. Lastly, throughout my time in CSA, I've also noticed that as colleagues progress to different roles, the skill sets that they learn and bring along with them can be applied and transferred, even in vastly different roles. Next slide, please. So being a fresh grad with some exposure to working experience before enrolling into the CSDP program, I was able to compare my start in a career in cybersecurity versus that of a peer who enrolled directly after graduating. I would say that this program is extremely beneficial to those who are looking to start their cybersecurity career, especially for fresh grads that came from a non-IT background, such as math or engineering. This program really helped to both reinforce my knowledge in various areas of cybersecurity, as well as to fill in the missing gaps in my foundational knowledge. So as the saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a single day, right? So this course is also designed to be highly practical and hands-on, with many interesting topics such as digital forensics, penetration testing, incident response, as well as network security, and so on and so forth. And these cover the essential domains necessary to start a career in cybersecurity smoothly. So seeing my fellow peers who joined the program with close to zero knowledge of cybersecurity and struggling at the start to now being involved and working in national projects after the program is a very good testimony. So with that said, I've also learned a lot on time management. I joined the program after working in CSA for a couple of months and therefore had to struggle and juggle between my work and studies. But my bosses were very understanding and supportive of me, which I'm very appreciative of. And I think most of all, I really learned how to be more effective and productive when time is tight. Last but not least, the greatest thing that I have gained out of this was the friendships that were forged. I think we spent many nights after lessons together virtually on Discord and WhatsApp to tackle the various homeworks and assignments, and also to share a bit about our lives and interests as well. So even after the program has ended and when everybody has split up to go to the various divisions, we still actively share about our various roles in the divisions. And more importantly, this friendship also paved our way to a good working relationship across divisions in time to come. In fact, I've garnered a lot of help from my fellow cohort mates to actually come up with this type of slide and speech, and I'm very thankful to them for this. Next slide, please. So I would like to end off my sharing with a quote by Winston Churchill. He once said that I'm always ready to learn, although I do not always like being taught. So I find this quote especially relevant to this program in the sense that we should always embrace lifelong learning and always be ready to learn. However, the learning must continue even through self-learning when there are no teachers around to teach us. So with that, I end my sharing session here. Thank you.
Thank you very much earlier to Shin Yi and also to Martin for providing us with an overview of the SG Cyber Talent and for letting us know the various programs available for participants to take part in. Right now, we will be moving into a Q&A session and we do have a couple of questions from the floor. The first one for Shin Yi over here. A Business Times article last week indicated there was about 1.1k job vacancies in the cybersecurity profession. This person has done its homework, yeah? What is the total projected demand, you think, for cybersecurity professionals in the upcoming 5 years?
Yeah, so I think based on the article, actually, it's actually referring to active hiring for the whole year. So we do see that actually most of the time, at any point of time, you see probably about 300 plus minus vacancies at any point of time. So I think that's what actually the BT article was referring to. In the next few years, we definitely will see that there's an increase. I think we have also earlier shared that we do see that there was actually a few times of increase over the last few years in terms of our professionals, and it should be continuing increase. So currently now it's standing at about 6,000 cybersecurity professionals based on the IMDA annual manpower. We do see that should be at least about 10 to 20% increase over the next few years.
All right, and the next question as well, also about cybersecurity jobs. With evolving technology, with AI, will there be a chance that cybersecurity jobs be replaced by automation in the future?
That's a very good question. Yeah. So of course, while we are also trying to balance whether I think companies are trying to balance also trying to look for manpower in this area, as well as also to see whether could there be some roles that could be automated. At this juncture, we do hear from the industry that there could be some really the more lower level kind of like cybersecurity which could be automated, maybe in the SOC or something like that. But in general, we do see that actually they still need humans to go and run all the cybersecurity tasks. So, and you can see from all the statistics all over the world, definitely you can see that the demand is still growing, and for humans, yeah. So I'm sure I think there's always good jobs and opportunities are still available.
So definitely not a worry for now. You can go ahead and pursue cybersecurity.
Yes.
There is another question over here. What do you find is the biggest challenge that you have faced and how you have overcome it? Perhaps this one Martin can take?
Okay, sure. I think, I would give an example of starting out in bug bounty hunting. So, like what the previous speaker has said, there are a ton of resources online for students as well as working adults to actually go find the things that they want to learn online. But there's just a trove of information out there, and sometimes it can be quite daunting to actually go through all of these materials lah. So for me, I went into the bug bounty hunting kind of scene without any much prior experience, especially in cybersecurity as well. So I think this was a very big challenge. So a couple of ways that I did to tackle this was actually to go for the offensive security certification, as well as use various platforms such as Coursera and things like that to actually improve my knowledge in cybersecurity. And there's also a very big community out there and forums that you can join to actually engage and participate in various CTFs to hone your skills as well. So with that said, the challenge is that the starting is very steep, but the amount of resources and the people that are in it actually makes it a lot easier, and I think a lot of people in this scene actually take it as a hobby, more of a side earning kind of thing.
So earlier on, Martin, you did mention some courses, and I do have a question over here that does mention some courses as well. The question would be, we have cybersecurity students graduating from ITE every year, and some of the students are actually certified with CEH, Masters of CEH, the offensive OSCP, and more of such courses. And one of our students is also a finalist for the SG Cybersecurity Awards 2020. Does the CFA have any plans to tap on this group, on this pool of cybersecurity talents, emerging talents? Shin Yi or Martin?
Sorry, can you repeat I didn't catch the last part. Sorry.
Sure. So they do have many cybersecurity students graduating from ITE, many of them equipped with CEH, CEH Masters, OSCP, and one of them even a finalist for the SG Cybersecurity Awards. Does the CSA have any plans to tap on this group of emerging talents?
I think for this, we actually have also received requests about internships and all that. So whenever there's vacancies or a good match, we would definitely explore the internships or even or hiring for that.
And if they're keen to look out for openings, is there a place that they can actually find out more information?
Is this is the question? Sorry, because I couldn't see a question. Is it a question specific for opening or for internships?
I think they're just looking for whether you all have any plans to tap on the group, maybe the graduating batch, and also for those people who have specifically won awards and are certified.
Right. So so I think like we mentioned, actually will depends if there's a good match. We usually will consider. Yeah, but basically we have job vacancies at the career at Gov. You can actually go to careers at Gov and look for us. Or actually, if you would like, you can also connect with me lah. You can connect me through LinkedIn or whatever. Yeah, just state that you actually is through this forum.
So feel free
Yeah.
to reach out to Shin Yi via LinkedIn.
Yes, yes.
So thank
Yeah.
you so much for your time today, Shin Yi, as well as Martin.